All right, everyone. Hello, and this is the end of week update for my ASX day trading. So, if you don't follow the posts that I make in the various social medias that I've posted up in the Discord chat, as well as the Aussie share trading group as well. Now, I'll just simply go through my notes and then give a few thoughts at the end about how things are going. But to start with, it was Monday. I took a sell trade on bet. So it's probably easiest if I just read the notes. So there was good news that sort of gap up in the morning. I left it be, and there was a pullback. It took place with my entry, taking place as it moved through VWAP. So I've got the chart up here as well, and it's saying it's up on Sunday. For some reason, the software they use, TradeView, it's funny with the dates. I think it's American software, so it's just bizarre. But it's coming up on Sunday, so I took it short here. And look, the news was pretty significant, but what's happened with bet is that it's run up considerably for this year, and then there was a lot of selling that took place when it hit the high at 150, and I just felt, I'll go through the notes again, pardon me. So, I did get in straight away, and I was prepared to exit if it did move higher. There was significantly good news that come out, and the order flow just showed signs of weakness, and 113 stepped down with bidders. They triggered my entry. The exit, I did give it some time. It just looked like there was substantial bit of strength, 109, 108, 107. So I got in at 113. I believe I got out at 110. I didn't actually screenshot the exit. Must have been out at 110 as well. So I'll go here. Yeah, 110. It did break down further though. I actually got down to the 106, 107 region, but look, to be fair, it had moved quite far from VWAP, but there was still room for it to close the gap. So the exit rationale was not strong though. I didn't flip long on that either. So that was Monday, the 6th. Alright, so there were no trades taken here. I was watching FMG pushing to test a break over 24. Couldn't hold a run over this after numerous attempts. There wasn't much on in the morning. There wasn't much on this morning when I could properly monitor the market, so I did check. It was announced FMG got kabooshed after it made a nice breakthrough VWAP. But okay. Yeah, so I didn't chase this, and I think there was a pickup in the price of iron ore as well. I think there was a news announcement, so I'll bring Spark up because I didn't, screenshot anything because I didn't actually take any trades. But on the 6th, there was news here, and it's just some, environmentally friendly news in regards to the renewable green energy industry incentive. They're talking about just going completely green by 2030, or carbon neutrality by 2013. So, that's what moved it higher, and then it really ran out of steam pretty abruptly, and the rejection at 24 would have been a nice trade. I did have a few things to take care of for my work. I do work from home, that's why it's quite manageable for me to trade the the ASX. Now, okay, so here was pretty interesting. So I was going short, quickly rebounded, went short again, and then it busted through VWAP, exit, entry. Now, I've in the notes here, so the DCE iron ore futures market had moved up, and I noticed that, and I'll bring this up actually. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work. This is it. This is what I use. I don't know if it's going to load. Yeah, so it's like this, and then on the day, I didn't screenshot this or anything, but I was watching, and I might be able to bring it up on the 60-minute time frame here. You can get a bit funky with it, but anyway, I'll just go back to the notes. So the entries were at, I'll go here. So long entries were in 32, 34, 37. Then I got out at 81 and 96. So it gapped up. I actually held this trade overnight. So if we go back to the 7th, and it pretty much flatlined at the, in the 50s. So 23.50 held up pretty strong, closed at maybe 23.55, and I just felt there was no reason to exit. I don't normally do that, but I didn't see anything that would completely concern me. And FMG typically is quite stable, like it doesn't gap up or gap down too aggressively. And I was lucky, and it did gap up the next day on the Thursday session. And I got a little bit trigger happy. The 24 break was there, and I got out pretty quick with the first 400 shares that were ended at 32, and I left the remaining 200 open. So that was that. And then the 9th, now this might have loaded up. Okay, this is good. So Wednesday, this was it. This was what triggered me. That's the 6th. So it's delayed. That's the 7th. It's a bit unclear, isn't it? So I think I ended on the 7th. So let's just try and bring this up just to give a bit of clarity. So it might have been here where it sold off, but then it's weird because the candle color's throwing me out a little bit, but it did gap down. So, because that's obviously Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is what it looks like. Unless it might have been here. So this is the 8th, so it did gap up a little bit. But it was more of an intraday thing. So there was a risk, obviously, that a gap down could have occurred, but this is what I'm referring to. So I'll wait, even for the first hour, for price to find some stability, and then a move like this, obviously, that's pretty favorable. It's showing the last update was, I'm assuming it's this is GMT plus 8, but I'm not too sure what time zone this is, but it's saying from 11 o'clock on the so that must have been the close of that, but we'll probably see a gap up in FMG based on that. So that's the indicator that I'm referring to, and that's the site as well, just dce.com.cn for, and then obviously you would just type in iron ore futures for that in the search thing, the search bar. But then let's go to, so that was, I didn't take any more trades. There was a trading opportunity on Zip as well. This is meant to be So it was on Thursday where I'll just right here. So it didn't actually go through VWAP, to be honest, did it? No, it didn't. Oh no, it did. Okay, so that's Thursday, and it breached VWAP, which probably would have been a buy trade after it rejected, around $8 or so, and it bounced up. But there was no actual news though, to be honest, because that was on the 8th, which was Thursday, which I felt was interesting. But I didn't take that buy trade, and I didn't take the sell. Oh no, yeah. So we'll just close that out now. So on the 9th, we had the zip sell trade and a zip buy trade, and I've just shared. Although it's pretty flat, the iron ore price. So I'm up about 400. I think it's 403 for the week that I added up previously. I didn't just add it up just then. But so zip was a bit of a whipsaw. So I got in short 825, out at 845, in at 845, out at 832. So that's what that looked like, and that's pretty much what the thing did the whole day. I was obviously gap down, and it was, that's not a short by my system. I'm more of a VWAP focused trader, and I was looking for it to close the gap. It didn't. Now the thing was, it just was very confused. So, and I saw someone mention about it. There's not a lot of institutional holding of this stock, so it does behave a bit different. But yeah, I got whipsawed. I mentioned here that Darren's someone that I confide in with my, trading and everything like that, and he offers his insights, which is extremely helpful. And this was a good example of that, where I knew I was being an idiot, and then there was an opportunity that was identified by him on Champion Iron. So look, there wasn't really a strong catalyst in regards to. It's freaking out a little bit to the price of iron ore, but it was holding up and was creeping a little higher, and it was looking like it was stable. So I got in at 630, 1,000 shares, and so here it is here. So I believe that was it. Yeah, okay. So a little thinly traded, but I bottomed out at 625, pushed higher. 630 was the entry. VWAP rejected. I mean, it was touching it several times. This is on the minute candlesticks here. At 633, it was held below VWAP. Fell back down. 628 or so was tested, and then it moved higher. Now, if we just zoom in on the time here, I'm not really sure how to zoom out. That's how you zoom out. Okay. All right. So we've got the time here. This is GMT plus 10. Now it was around 12. Let's just get this sorted here. 12:30 or so. So 12:30, and I was passively monitoring this. Now, that's 1:30, 10:30. So it did start picking up a little bit. I don't know what this is. This yellow line, that might be VWAP. I should know. Haven't been able to determine what that is, but the market seemed to follow that. I don't know if there's an algorithm that's deployed with the iron ore stocks. Now this video's gone on pretty long here, but in conclusion, that's what helped. And also, it was just a strong candle. I'm like, okay, that's with this. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it some more time here, and I did, and then it ran up and tested 643 or so, and then I got out at 6:39 there. I wanted 40, wouldn't execute. Then it did actually pop up one more time to 41, but that was that. And that was slightly positive on the day after the zip trend, the zip trades there. So, but again, the dates are a bit off just with TradeView, whatever it's called, to track that. So that was the week, guys. So I'll close that down and appreciate you watching, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. Bye for now.